but it is time for Zork. Now, you may be thinking, Zork? I've heard of that before, isn't that? Yeah, you've heard of that before, if you either are a video game nerd like me, or you've been watching, for instance, The Big Bang Theory, then you may have seen Sheldon Cooper play Zork a bunch. And tonight we're going to be seeing what that was all about. So, without much further ado, let's jump straight in. We're already in the middle of the game. The very first thing we see. Now it says here, Zork, the Great Underground Empire, appeared in 1981. You may have noticed on my list it says something rather different. Because on my list it says released 1977. Now I'm not entirely sure where that difference comes from. Because there definitely are sources that say... Wait, hang on, there's November 80. How did I get 1977? Oh, there we go. I saw it. Zork 1, Zork 2, Zork 3, okay. So this might be... Is there a difference? Hang on, is there a difference between Zork 1 and Zork 2? Or is that just a... Okay, no, Zork is actually just one game. Split it later into 3 different games, so it's, yeah, we're fine with playing just Zork. And that was released in 1977, so we're good to go, we're in the right place with the list. That's good to know. And as you can already see and tell, there is not exactly much to the game. There's just a bunch of text telling you what to do, kind of like in an old school tabletop role-playing game, where the GM would tell you stuff. And all you need to do is tell the computer what you want to do in response. And the first prompt here is west of house. You are standing in an open field west of a white house with a boarded front door. There is a small mailbox here. The first thing I'm going to do is open the mailbox. Opening the small mailbox reveals a leaflet. Read. Leaflet. Leaflet says, "Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger, and low cunning. In it, you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without one." Without an edition of Zork. Interesting. So there is a boarded front door. Go to front door. Let's see. Open door. Cannot be opened. Door. Oh, okay. Look at house. The house is a beautiful colonial house which is painted white. It is clear that the owners must have been extremely wealthy. Are there windows? We're now at the north of the house. You are facing the north side of a white house. There is no door here and all the windows are boarded up. So much for that idea. To the north, a narrow path winds through the trees. I still kind of want to explore the house more. Go around the house. Behind the house. You are behind the White House. A path leads into the forest to the east, and in one corner of the house there is a small window which is slightly ajar, and we're in. Open window. With great effort, you open the window far enough to allow entry. Enter window. Oh, there we go, we're in the kitchen. You are in the kitchen of the White House. A table seems to have been used recently for the preparation of food. A passage leads to the west, and a dark staircase can be seen leading upward. A dark chimney leads down, and to the east is a small window which is open. That's probably where we entered. On the table is an elongated brown sack smelling of hot peppers. A bottle is sitting on the table. The glass bottle contains a quantity of water. Okay, so first things first, take bottle. Take sack. Go upstairs. Into a dark place, it is pitch black, you are likely to be eaten by a grue. I don't have any... Do I have light? It's a frickin' epidemic. Kitchen again. Do I have a match? You don't have one. Okay. So, kitchen. This leads to the west, and a dark staircase can be seen leading upwards. Dark chimney leads down, and to the east is a small window which is open. Go west to the living room. You are in the living room. There is a doorway to the east. To the kitchen, I presume, since we just went west. A wooden door with strange gothic lettering to the west, which appears to be nailed shut, a trophy case and a large oriental rug in the center of the room. Above the trophy case hangs an elvish sword of great antiquity. A battery-powered brass lantern is on the trophy case. Several things that spring out that we can do here, so first of all, look at wooden door. The engravings translate to this space intentionally left blank. I love it when developers have a whimsical side to them. Look at trophy case. It's empty. Nothing to take here. I have a theory as to what happened to the rug. Oh, that's what I need to do with the rug, but first, before I do that, take elvish sword. Take it. Take lantern. Light lantern. Okay. Go east. Go up. Attic. This is the attic. The only exit is a stairway leading down. On a large coil of rope is lying in the corner. On the table is a nasty-looking knife. Ooh, good. We're getting some equipment. Take rope. Take knife. Just gonna note down quickly what we have in the inventory right now. So we took the sword. We have the lantern. We have the rope. We have the knife. Go down. Go west. Pull rug. With a great effort, the rug is moved to one side of the room, revealing the dusty cover of a closed trapdoor. I knew it! Open trapdoor. The door reluctantly opens to reveal a rickety staircase descending into darkness. Go down. The trapdoor crashes shut and you hear someone barring it. I don't like the sound of that. You are in a dark and damp cellar with a narrow passageway leading north and a crawlway to the south. On the west is the bottom of a steep metal ramp which is unclimbable. Your sword is glowing with a faint blue glow. Oh dear. So there's orcs nearby. Lovely. So good. This is a small room with passages to the east and south, and a forbidding hole leading west. Bloodstains and deep scratches, perhaps made by an axe, mar the walls. A nasty-looking troll, brandishing a bloody axe, blocks all passages out of the room. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. The axe gets you right in the side. Ouch. That is not good. Hit troll with sword. The troll is disarmed by a subtle feint past his guard. The troll, disarmed, cowers in terror, pleading for his life in the guttural tongue of the trolls. I suppose it's no longer a threat. Just went north. So the one to south takes me back to where I was. How about I go east? The troll fends you off with a menacing gesture. The troll, angered and humiliated, recovers his weapon. He appears to have an axe to grind with you. Can I hit him again? Okay, I don't want to die to this troll, so go east. What I escape back to? Yeah. Head back to the cellar. So going north from here was not a good idea. I at least want to try the west, even though it says it's unclimbable. Right. So that means go south. You are on the east edge of a chasm, the bottom of which cannot be seen. A narrow passage goes north, and the path you are on continues to the east. Your sword is no longer glowing, which means we're far away from the troll. Go east. This is an art gallery. Most of the paintings have been stolen by vandals with exceptional taste. The vandals left through either the north or west exits. Fortunately, there is still one chance for you to be the vandal, for on the far wall is a painting of unparalleled beauty. Look at painting. I thought you said it was unparalleled beauty. How is there nothing special? So we just came from the west, so the west exit doesn't seem to be too enticing. So how about we go north? studio. This appears to have been an artist's studio. The walls and floors are splattered with paints of 69 different colors. Nice. Strangely enough, nothing of value is hanging here. At the south end of the room is an open door, which we just came through. A dark and narrow chimney leads up from a fireplace. Although you might be able to get up it, it seems unlikely you could get back down. Loosely attached to a wall is a small piece of paper. Reading it is already an assumption. Look at paper. Congratulations, you are the privileged owner over Zork 1, the great underground empire, a self-contained and self-pertaining universe. If used and maintained in accordance with normal operating practices for small universes, Zork will provide many months of trouble-free operation. That sounds very promising. So, I'm wondering exactly already for the review purposes, how open world is this world already? I mean, we're talking about 1977, so it might be kind of limited. Go south. It's the gallery. Where was the door that leads back to? Ah, go west. Look around. East edge of chasm, the bottom of which cannot be seen, and the narrow passage goes north. Go north. We're back in the cellar. So, something tells me I need to get past this troll in whichever way I can. So I have a lantern, I have the sword, I have the knife, and I have the rope. Throw knife at troll. The troll, who is remarkably coordinated, catches the nasty knife and, being for the moment sated, throws it back. That's not good. Fortunately, the troll has poor control and the nasty knife falls to the floor. He doesn't look pleased. You stagger back under a hail of axe strokes. Take knife. I want to keep that, though. Ooh. Hit troll. Oh, no. Hang on. Stab troll. Nasty knife misses the troll by an inch. The troll swings, the blade turns on your armor, but crushes broadside into your head. Am I still... I'm just assuming I'm still alive because the game didn't tell me otherwise, but I'm gonna try something else. Tie rope around troll. Okay, doesn't work. Let's try that again because it's different. It's a different situation, but still not working. Let's take a closer look at that troll. Brandishing a bloody axe blocks all passages out of the room. wondering. Is that? Doesn't know the word sneak, of course not. Talk to troll. How about that one? Isn't much of a conversationalist. The troll pauses for a moment, perhaps thinking that you should reread the manual. I don't have a manual, I'll have you know. Hello Sora, how are you doing? There's one tough troll, yeah, that is very true. I've taken several swings with both the sword and a dagger, a knife at it, and it's still standing. Although I did hit it at one point. So let's... I mean, the one hit was with the sword. With sword. Maybe that will work again. It did! The troll takes a fatal blow and slumps to the floor dead. Nice. Almost as soon as the troll breathes his last breath, a cloud of sinister black fog envelops him, and when the fog lifts, the carcass has disappeared. Your sword is no longer glowing. Okay. Doing good, how are you? Doing good myself, actually. Yeah, not really much more I can say about that. It's just... I've had a day off. Several days off at last. I've been exercising this morning, so... Yeah, things have been working out quite well these last couple of days. A small room with passages to the east and south and a forbidding hole leading west. Bloodstains and deep scratches, perhaps made by an axe. More the wall, there's a bloody axe here. You know what? Let's take the axe. You know that much? Don't know the word heal, okay. Let me actually try to catch up on the manual. Which commands does it know? Zork, you type your sentence in plain English each time you see the prompt. Zork usually acts as if your sentence begins with I want to, although you shouldn't actually type those words. You can use words like the if you want, and you can use capital letters if you want. Zork doesn't care either way. When you finish typing a sentence, press the return or enter key and Zork will process your request. Zork will respond, telling you whether your request is possible at this point in the story and what happened as a result. Zork recognizes your words by their first 6 letters and all subsequent letters are ignored. Therefore, candle, candles, and candlestick would all be treated as the same word. To move around, just type the desired direction. You can use the 8 compass directions: north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. You can abbreviate these to N, S, E, W, N, E, and W, S, E, and S, W respectively. You can use up and down. In and out will also work in certain places. Zork understands many different kinds of sentences. Here are several examples. Walk north, down, NE. Go south, U. Take box, pick up the wooden box, drop it, push the button, open the wooden door, examine the scuba gear, look behind the statue, look under the rock, look inside the bubbling cauldron, kill the bear with a gun, shoot bear with large rifle. You can use multiple objects with certain verbs if you separate them by the word and or by a comma. Some examples. Take lamp, jar, flute, drop the dagger, lance and mace, put the gold bar and the pearl in the trophy case. The word all refers to every visible object except those inside something else. If there were an apple on the ground and an orange inside the cabinet, take all would take the apple but not the orange. Take all the books, take all from the desk, give all but the pencil to the nymph, drop all except the dart gun. Right, I'm gonna keep this open in a different window. But there doesn't seem to be a specific healing command, so maybe we'll find medical supplies, then we can type use those. That should work. Go east. East-west passage. This is a narrow east-west passage where there is a narrow stairway leading down at the north end of the room. Go down. A chasm runs southwest to northeast and the path follows it. You are on the south side of the chasm and where a crack opens into a passage. Enter crack. Can't fit through. Southwest. Go southwest. Go. Oh, it took me back to the passage. Okay, yeah. Down to the chasm. Follow path. To the I need some indication as to where to go. The southwest leads me back to the passage, so I'm gonna go northeast. Reservoir south. You are in a long room on the south shore of a large lake. Far too deep and wide for crossing. There is a path along the stream to the east or west, a steep pathway climbing southwest along the edge of a chasm, and a path leading into the canyon to the southeast. So I've just come from southwest, so that steep pathway is not an option. Go southeast. Deep canyon. You are on the south edge of a deep canyon. Passages lead off to the east, northwest, and southwest. The stairway leads down. You can hear the sound of flowing water from below. Go down then. Loud room. This is a large room with a ceiling which cannot be detected from the ground. There is a narrow passage from east to west and a stone stairway leading upward. The room is definitely deafeningly loud, with an undetermined rushing sound. This sound seems to reverberate from all of the walls, making it difficult even to think. On the ground is a large platinum bar. It's either east or west. go east. Damn cave. This cave has exits to the west and east, narrows to a crack toward the south. The earth is particularly damp here. Let's keep going east. White Cliffs Beach. You're on a narrow strip of beach which runs along the base of the White Cliffs. There is a narrow path heading south along the cliffs, and a tight passage leading west to the cliffs themselves. Well, we just came from the west. So, go south. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting here. Go west. Go south. It's too narrow for most. Okay. So basically, go west again. A round room. This is a circular stone room with passages in all directions. Several of them have unfortunately been blocked by cave-ins. Let's just memorize that east is the way back to the loud room. Let's go west. We're back in the east-west passage. Okay. What is our overall goal? I missed the beginning. The game doesn't really specify that. The game just in the beginning told us you're standing in front of this house. And then it went on to describe the house. So my initial reaction was to try to find a way inside the house, which I managed to do, and that through the window we entered into the kitchen. There was a living room with a rug and a trapdoor under the rug, which I eventually went into, and now here we are in this underground passage. Which seems like I'm on the right track after all. This game is called Zork 1, the Great Underground Empire. So I feel like I'm on the right track. Damn, you are standing on the top of the flood control dam number 3, which was quite a tourist attraction at times far distant. There are paths to the north, south and west in Scramble Down. The sluice gates on the dam are closed. Behind the dam there can be seen a wide reservoir. Water is pouring over the top of the now abandoned dam. There is a control panel here on which a large metal bolt is mounted. Directly above the bolt is a small green plastic bubble. So, hang on. There's a control panel here on which a large metal bolt is mounted. Look at bubble. Remove bubble. Add control. Just for the record as to what I'm trying to do. I already tried that. Remove bolts. Turn bolts. Sword maybe? No. Turn bolt with sword. That's what I thought. It was worth a try. I've tried pushing the bolt in, I've tried turning it. Turn bolt with rope. If I ever find a wrench or something along those lines, I'm going to use that here. But for the moment, let's go north. Dam lobby. This room appears to have been the waiting room for groups touring the dam. There are open doorways here to the north and east, marked private. And there is a path leading south over to the top of the dam. Some guidebooks entitled Flood Control Dam 3 are on the reception desk. There's a matchbook whose cover says Visit Beautiful FCD here. Read guidebook. Flood Control Dam 3. FCD number 3 was constructed in year 783 of the Great Underground Empire to harness the mighty Frigid River. We're getting some lore here, lovely. This work was supported by a grant of 37 million Zork meds from your omnipotent local tyrant lord Dimwit Flathead the Excessive. That name seems appropriate. Suppressive structure is composed of 370,000 cubic feet of concrete. Can you use metric units like a normal person, please? It's 256 feet tall, so that's... maybe 90 meters, and 193 feet wide at the top. That's 30 meters. The lake created behind the dam has a volume of 1.7 billion cubic feet, an area of 12 million square feet, and a shoreline of 36,000 feet. We will now point out some of the more interesting features of FCD3 as we conduct you on a guided tour of the facilities. You start your tour here in the dam lobby. You will notice on your right that And here I was hoping maybe that this would tell us how to actually operate the damn thing. Literally the damn thing. Go east. Maintenance. Ooh. Maintenance room is promising. This is what appears to have been the maintenance room for flood control dam number 3. Apparently, this room has been ransacked recently, for most of the valuable equipment is gone. On the wall in front of you is a group of buttons, colored blue, yellow, brown, and red. There are doorways to the west and south. There is a group of tool chests here. There is a wrench here. Take wrench. Thank you very much. Drop knife. Take wrench. There is an object which looks like a tube of toothpaste here. There's a screwdriver here. Take screwdriver. Oh, really? Okay. Go west, go west. Wait, can I not? Oh, go south, right. Turn bolt with wrench. The bolt won't turn with your best effort. Tried that already. Turn bolt with screwdriver. Oh right, that was too heavy apparently. Go. North? Damn lobby. Right. East to the maintenance room, right. There's a nasty knife, a group of tool chests, open tool chests. Take tube. Do I want to drop this? I need to drop something and I've already dropped the knife. In favor of the wrench. Could drop the rope as well. But I might need the rope for going down the chasm, even though there are several stairways leading down, so I might not need the rope. Rather keep it. Let's drop the sword. Go west. Go south. Open. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Go north. Go east. Take tube. Open. Tube. Discuss material. Maybe you can see where I'm trying to go with this, but material, 2 bolts. I was kind of hoping it would be, but fine. it work anyway? No. Smell. Gunk. Maybe I have a different definition of viscosity. Yeah, viscosity is just how flowy stuff is. The viscosity doesn't have a smell. Well, you know what that means. Okay, maybe not then. Drop tube. Go north. Go east. Take sword. Go west. Go north. Oh, the maintenance room has 2 doors. Lovely. Go south. Look around. Right, so the north and east doors are both to the maintenance room. The path leading south is to the top of the dam. Read matchbook. You two can make big money in the exciting field of paper shuffling. Mr. Anderson of Muddle. Muddle, Massachusetts, I assume. Says, before I took this course I was a lowly bit twiddler. Now with what I learned at the GUI Tech I feel really important and can obfuscate and confuse with the best. Right, go south. So basically, we've gone north. What if we go south? Where does that lead us? Oh, we've been there already. So north leads to the dam lobby, south leads to the canyon and the reservoir, west is back to where we came from, and the scramble down is what we haven't tried yet. Go down. Dam base. You are at the base of the flood control dam number 3, which looms above you and to the north. The river Frigid is flowing by here. Along the river are the white cliffs which seem to form giant walls, stretching from north to south along the shores of the river as it winds its way downstream. There is a folded pile of plastic here which has a small valve attached. Ooh, take valve. Oops. Forward. Take valve. You see where I'm trying to go with this, right? Valve over bolt. Place valve on bolt. Come on, tell me something. Some recognized verbs: answer, attack, blow, break, burn, climb, close, count, cross, cut, deflate, take, drop, eat, attack, savage. So the idea was to use that valve, put that over the bolt, use the rotational force of the valve to turn the freaking bolt and finally get that dam working again. Slide valve over bolt. Not one you recognize. Too bad. Has no effect. Yeah, that's just my frustration talking. Or typing, rather. Ooh, hang on. One that I just learned from the manual. I'm in perfect health, okay. Inventory. A pile of plastic, a wrench, a rope, a brass lantern, providing light, a brown sack, drop, back. Drink water from bottle. Drink from bottle. Drop leaflets. Apply valve to bolt. You can't do that. Why? Look at valve. Yes. Don't exactly know what to do here. It's starting to be a bit move it in any direction, okay. So I can't move it, I can't pull it, I can't push it. Apparently I can't turn it either. So, go south, look around. You're on the south edge of a deep canyon. Passages lead off to the east, northwest, and southwest. The stairway leads down. You can hear the sound of flowing water from below. Go east. Reservoir south. Look around. To even avoid for crossing, there is a path along the stream to the east or west. Deep pathway climbing southwest along the edge of the chasm, and a path leading into a canyon to the southeast. Go southeast. West to northeast, and the path follows it. You're on the south side of the chasm where a rock opens into a passage. The crack opens into a passage. We've been here before as well. Go northeast. Go southwest. So we're back in the round room. We've been going east before, I believe. Or north, maybe. Go south. Go west. Go east. Go west. Go east. Go southeast. Engravings cave, that's new. You have entered a low cave with passages leading northwest and east. There are old engravings on the walls here. Read engravings. The engravings were incised in the living rock of the cave wall by an unknown hand. They depict in symbolic form the beliefs of the ancient Zorkists, skillfully interwoven with the bas-reliefs are excerpts illustrating the major religious tenets of that time. Unfortunately, a later age seems to have considered them blasphemous and just as skillfully excised them. Dome room. You are at the periphery of a large dome, which forms the ceiling of another room below. Protecting you from a precipitous drop is a wooden railing which circles the dome. There is a nasty knife here. Another one, or the same one that I had before? Look down. Tie rope to railing. Rope drops over the side and comes within 10 feet of the floor. Okay. Climb down rope. Not dope. Rope. Torch room, that's also new. This is a large room with a prominent doorway leading to a down staircase. Above you is a large dome. Up around the edge of the dome, 20 feet up, is a wooden railing. In the center of the room sits a white marble pedestal. A piece of rope descends from the railing above, ending some 5 feet above your head. Sitting on the pedestal is a flaming torch made of ivory. Center of the room. It's a white marble pedestal. Look at pedestal. Look at torch. Torch spotting. Okay. Drop lantern. Take torch. Lovely. Go down. Temple. This is the north end of a large temple. On the east wall is an ancient inscription, probably a prayer in a long-forgotten language. Below the prayer is a staircase leading down. The west wall is solid granite. The exit to the north end of the room is through huge marble pillars. There is a brass bell here. Intrusive thoughts are taking over. I want to ring that bell. The prayer is inscribed in an ancient script, rarely used today. It seems to be a philippic against small insects, absent-mindedness, and the picking up and dropping of small objects. A final verse concerns trespassers to the land of the dead. All evidence indicates that the beliefs of the ancient Zorkers were obscure. I get that feeling, yeah. Ring. Bell. Okay, it doesn't seem to have many consequences. Go down. Egyptian room. This is a room which looks like an Egyptian tomb. Oh, we're right at home here. There is an ascending staircase to the west. The solid gold coffin used for the burial of Ramses II is here. Just as a suggestion. There is a lot of bad stuff that can happen once I press enter. And if Tomb Raider has taught us anything, it's that opening tombs that are not meant to be opened can have disastrous consequences. The gold coffin opens. A scepter, possibly that of ancient Egypt itself, is in the coffin. The scepter is ornamented with colored animal and tapers to a sharp point. There we go. Fine then. That's a question. How do I get back up? .5 feet above my head, so that's about 1.5 meters, roughly. Shouldn't I be able to reach that? course I can see a rope, you just told me about it, and I was the one who put it here. Piece of rope descends from the railing above, ending some 5 feet above your head. Oh. Cannot reach the rope. That's bad. Pedestal. Can't move a pedestal. Do I have any rope? No, I don't have any rope left over. Worth a try. So we can't reach the rope. And there is no... It is already open. But it can be moved. Also, if I could drag that up towards the dome room, I could maybe get high enough to reach the rope. But then again... Jump on pedestal. Onto pedestal. I can't climb it. Why not? Just making sense. So, but I'm kind of running out of ideas here because there's... I might have soft-locked myself with that repelling action earlier. do anything. A dazzling display of color briefly emanates from the scepter. Hang on. Okay, that doesn't really change anything. Worth a try. So, down, down. Examine, often. Examine walls. Up. Examine walls. Examine west wall. Lights. It looks like I'm stuck here. I'm running out of ideas. And that's the problem, I cannot reach the rope. Which seems to mean that I'm stuck. Seems you are not soft locked, there is a way. Okay, thank you for that. There is a way. As vaguely as possible. Does it have to do with the scepter? There appears to be a room or something in the room you missed. I've been having a theory because of that solid granite wall. Examine granite. Nothing special about that wall. Oh, that's the torch room again. Down in the temple. So I'm at the north end. On the east wall is an ancient inscription. The west wall is solid granite. So what about the south? We'll go south. Altar! Oh god, I never thought about that one. This is the south end of a large temple. In front of you is what appears to be an altar. In one corner is a small hole in the floor which leads into darkness. You probably could not get back up it. On the two ends of the altar are burning candles. On the altar is a large black book. Open to page 569. Read book. Commandment 1259-2. O ye who go about saying unto each, Hello, sailor. Dost thou know the magnitude of thy sin before the gods? Oh, I love the Shakespearean style here. Yea, verily, thou shalt be ground between two stones. Shall the angry gods cast thy body into the whirlpool? Yes, please. Surely thine eyes shall be put out with a sharp stick. Even unto the ends of the earth shalt thou wander, and unto the land of the dead shalt thou be sent at last. Surely thou shalt repent of thy cunning. Okay. What does that tell me? I mean, the game, or rather the manual, did list that as one of the possible things you could say. So I'm going to try to just pray. And suddenly, there is a forest with trees in all directions. To the east there appears to be sunlight. You hear in the distance the chirping of a songbird. Go east. So, if any of you are familiar with the Elder Scrolls games, I think we just cast Divine Intervention. Teleportation, but yeah, that pretty much that. This is a path winding through a dimly lit forest. The path heads north-south here. One particularly large tree with some low branches stands at the edge of the path. That is one sus tree. Or apparently it's not. Now that we're out. Dazzling display of color again. That's north, south here. Go north. You are in a clearing with a forest surrounding you on all sides. A path leads south. On the ground is a pile of leaves. Examine pile leaves. Examine pile of leaves. Move pile of leaves. In disturbing the pile of leaves, a grating is revealed. Open grating. It is locked. Okay, yeah, I knew that much already. Big lock. I never specified that you should do that with the wrench. Yes. Lock. Waiting with... What else do I have? Do I have... Still have... No, I still don't have a knife. Okay. Look around. So, there's a great security fast. Dig. Around. Rating. Too hard for digging here. Well, let's try. So maybe once we have the key, we should go back. Go south. Go south again. Oh. Okay, north of house. So here we are back again. Facing the north side of the White House, there is no door here and all the windows are boarded up. To the north, a narrow path winds through the trees. Go around house. To a window. Go up. Down. Examine chimney. So we've been through to the passage leading to the west from here. Go west. That's the living room. There's a doorway to the east, so to the kitchen, a wooden door with strange Gothic lettering to the west, which we've read before, which appears to be nailed shut. A trophy case and a closed trapdoor at your feet. Open trapdoor. So I'm getting Groundhog Day vibes because the last time we went through that trapdoor, it got closed and shut behind us. Oh, hang on, it wasn't barred. So maybe it's not just a teleportation prayer, it's a time travel prayer as well. I need to test the theory. Okay, it doesn't work everywhere, it just works at the altar by the looks of things. So go east. Maybe I am Santa Claus. I can already teleport. North, back into the forest we go. This is a path winding through dimly. At first the path heads north-south here. Go north, just keep going north. Clearing. Am I wrong in thinking the game wants us to do something about that grating? Yeah, of course you turn the page in a book with a wrench. Of course you do, game. Besides page 569, there is only one other page with any legible printing on it. Most of it is unreadable, but the subject seems to be the banishment of evil. Apparently certain noises, lights and prayers are efficacious in this regard. How about we pry this grating open? Oh no, not really. Where's my god now? Dost thou know the magnitude of thy sin before the gods? Verily thou shalt be ground between two stones, while the angry gods cast thy body into the whirlpool. Surely thy eye shall be put out with a sharp stick. Nobody thought so. that'll work. Wait. What was that? Hello, sailor. A friend. Worth a shot. Wait, there is a difference. When I said hello sailor, it responded with nothing happens here. And when I said knock knock, it just said nothing happens. So when I said hello sailor, something did happen. I just didn't see it. Give key. With scepter. She tried at least. Something tells me my future is in that forest. Climb tree. Up a tree. You are about 10 feet above the ground, nestled among some large branches. The nearest branch above you is above your reach. Beside you on the branch is a small bird's nest. In the bird's nest is a large egg encrusted with precious jewels. Apparently scavenged by a childless songbird. The egg is covered with fine gold inlay and ornamented in lapis lazuli and mother of pearl. Unlike most eggs, this one is hinged and closed with a delicate looking clasp. The egg appears extremely fragile. Take egg. Really? Sword. Take egg. Open egg. Even the tools nor the expert. Okay. Examine egg. Here's what I'm thinking. Can I break the egg? That is one tough egg. I knew it! I should have done that right away. The egg is now open, but the clumsiness of your attempt has seriously compromised its aesthetic appeal. There is a golden clockwork canary nestled in the egg. It seems to have recently had a bad experience. The mountings for its jewel-like eyes are empty, and its silver beak is crumpled. Through a cracked crystal window below its left wing, you can see the remains of an intricate machinery. It is not clear what result winding it would have, as the mainspring seems sprung. Unpleasant grinding noise. doesn't help. Just when I thought I'd be making some progress here, it's low-key frustrating, not gonna lie. I mean, there is a bunch of tools down by the dam. Right, so I thought I had made some progress, but that didn't last long. So the only idea I have right now is to go back down to the dam and pick up the screwdriver from there and try to repair it with the screwdriver. either. This has no effect. So much for that idea. Am I just getting desperate, or does it suddenly seem like a good idea to use that viscous material on the broken canary egg thingy? It was a stupid idea. Of course not. Turn bolt with screwdriver. Of course it won't turn either. So, at the end of the day, I'm still running out of ideas. Understand the walkthrough correctly, you are having the right idea, but some necessary preparations haven't been made. I'm having several ideas right now. One would be to find some way to turn the valve, or to turn the bolt. Using the... They say it's not a lubricant, but maybe it's a glue. Is gunk glue? No. What you tried should work if before you did X. So, Yeah, so one idea is to turn the bolt with literally anything at this point. The other would be to open that grating with a key, probably. And then there's this idea that the scepter needs to be good for something. Because so far all it's done is to give me that dazzling display of color and nothing else. And it opened the egg, of course. Which, however, did turn out to be useless so far. Right, I'm not gonna look up a walkthrough or anything, I'm just taking a regular break. Or let's say 5 minutes, I'm hoping it won't be too much more. And maybe that break is gonna give me another idea as to what I could be doing. So stay tuned and I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, there we are. So, we're in a bit of a tricky situation because I don't know how to go on here. I have a scepter which I don't know what to do with. I have this control panel at the dam which I don't know how to operate. And I have this grating in the woods which I don't know how to open. That didn't work. Okay, so that didn't work either. effect. So, down. South. Place scepter on altar. Take scepter. Raise scepter. Sandman hole. So here it says in one corner is a small hole in the floor which leads into darkness. You probably could not get back up it. So what I'm going to do is save, click line. We have a save game now, and now I'm going to say down. We're in a cave. This is a tiny cave with entrances west and north and a dark, forbidding staircase leading down. Entrance to Hades, okay. This is foreboding. You are outside a large gateway on which is inscribed, "Abandon every hope, all ye who enter here." The gate is open. Through it you can see a desolation with a pile of mangled bodies in one corner. Thousands of voices lamenting some hideous fate can be heard. The way through the gate is barred by evil spirits who jeer at your attempts to pass. Not even that makes a difference, not even here. So there's another thing. If I pray here... Okay, that doesn't have any effect. Nothing special about the pile of bodies, because why would there be? Talk to spirits. The spirits jeer loudly and ignore you. The number of ghosts pauses for a moment, perhaps thinking that you should reread the manual. Any time soon. Forbidding staircase leading down. So first of all we need to go west. square room with tall ceilings. On the south wall there's an enormous mirror which fills the entire wall. There are exits on the other three sides of the room. Oh, now. That's dazzling display of colors now. Gets reflected around the room, but nothing happens. Now, I entered this room going north, so I should be able to exit it going south, but there's a mirror. Oh, come on. It keeps mocking me. I don't like it. Hang on. So from the mirror room I can go north to the narrow passage. Go east to the cave. And go west. Seriously, that's the third one today. You know, just today, I woke up and I chose violence. And the destroyed mirror revealed nothing. doesn't seem to me to make any sense that we entered the mirror room going north, which means probably if we went north and we're now in the mirror room, we should have entered that from the south. Or maybe that's the labyrinth that I'm getting lost in. Oh, I didn't see the brown sack. Where's that? Opening the brown sack reveals a lunch and a clove of garlic. The question is, can I do without any of the things I have in my inventory right now? There's no... okay. It was worth a try. Well, I mean, at least we're fed. Perfect health, you can be killed by a serious wound. Yeah, we knew that before. So. Love the smell of garlic. You're in a very exclusive club there, I feel. Not many people do. To be honest, I like the taste more than the smell. And even that in very, very specific situations / dishes only. So I'm kind of wondering... Let's drop the tube. Take garlic. Enter gate. Okay, so those ghosts are not vampires, although those invisible forces are not vampires. Okay, I still have the garlic. I mean, there goes. What am I gonna say? Right. Thing is, more questions are opening up faster than I can answer the previous ones, which is really, really frustrating, but also very interesting and intriguing. Okay, we're gonna leave that here for a moment. Make tube. I'm gonna head up. Go west. Go north. Go north. Go north. Go west. Go west. Patrol room. We never went west here, did we? Maze. Oh god. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't be that easy. Oh, hang on. Drop canary. Go west. Go west. Go west. Someone carrying a large bag is casually leaning against one of the walls here. He does not speak, but it is clear from his aspect that the bag will be taken only over his dead body. Go north. The thief just left, still carrying his large bag. You may not have noticed that. He rubbed you blind first, I think. So that's not good. Oh, hang on. Oh no, you have walked into the slavering fangs of a lurking group. Bad luck, huh? You have died. As you take your last breath, you feel relieved of your burdens. The feeling passes as you find yourself before the gates of hell, where the spirits jeer at you and deny you entry. Oh, there we go. That's... Apparently death is a teleportation spell as well. Your senses are disturbed. The objects in the dungeon appear indistinct, bleached of color, even unreal. So am I right in thinking that we, have no possessions anymore? But now... What? I'm dead, shouldn't I be allowed to... ideas are coming to me. Shouldn't I be able to get back up somewhere here? Control room, go east. Oh wait, hang on, no. West. I've been through all of that before. Stiff chasm. Question is it even worth trying to continue once I'm dead, or am I supposed to die at some point so that I can, for instance, pass through the grating as a ghost? Just as an idea. Prayers are not heard because I'm dead. I can't even jump. What can I do? I cannot jump, I cannot talk, I can't do pretty much anything. Am I screwed? I have a feeling I might be screwed. Just a very, very vague, but very intense feeling here. Something's the ghost at the gates of hell I've never heard of. Something's the ghosts at the gate of hell I've never heard of. South. Hang on. I was thinking maybe if I... But the thing is, what would they never have heard of? Oh. There is one thing that I could say once I'm there, if I ever find that place again. The thing is, I can't even speak by the looks of things. So the question is really... Okay, how did I get into the troll room? Oh, of course. North, west, south, east, west. West. South. South. West. 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 North. North, south. Oh, right, I'm all the way back to the start. Honestly, I can't remember how to get back to the Gates of Hell. I'm gonna try my luck with the maze again. We've just been west, 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 west. Okay, now that we can't go west anymore, let's go south. Let's go east, west, north. Okay, so the maze is not gonna work out. See, I was gonna try saying hello sailor here. Can I do that? Of course not. That would have been too funny. No. Must be something I can... Ghost at the Gates of Hell I've never heard of. Are you being... Are you being obvious with the word bell here? Because I did have a bell. Once, when I was still alive. Maybe. I'll take that as a yes. The trouble is, as a dead person, I probably won't be able to reach it, let alone ring it. Let alone take it all the way back here, because it's in the dome room, at the bottom of the dome room, if memory serves. And since I can't pick anything up, it's gonna be hard. And even then I have to go back to the altar, pray, get out of there, and circle all the way back here. It's gonna be a long one. This game is mean. I can try. Can't see any bell here, yeah. Like I feel I've hit a dead end with this playthrough at least. Now that you mentioned it, the term health bells would ring a bell. Not just for the song, the obvious reference, but that must be based on some concept, right? I mean, if we do a second playthrough of this, which I think we need to, that'll definitely come in handy. So the manual, I'm just seeing, has a lot of lore attached to it. Actually, let me show you. So not only is that chapter 4, but here's the first part of the manual. Chapter 1, going all over the history of that land, the Kingdom of Gwendor. Goes over the Navy as well. Flatheads. Dimwit Flathead. We heard about him today. Kings of Gwendor. I'm not even sure if it would come in useful to know these things. Apparently you can get resurrected by praying at the altar. Ooh. Interesting. Well, then here is how to play the game. I've mostly been going through, yeah, well, there's obvious ones. There's communicating bits, walk north, take box, stuff like that. Very, very basic instructions. And then taking some inspiration not only from these important commands, but also from these recognized verbs. Because sometimes they do give you a bit of inspiration as to what you can do, or at least can try to do. So, how do I get back to the altar? I need to go back up. Go. Of course. Next time I'm playing this, I need to make a map, like a reference map as to where stuff is in relation to other, like where rooms are in relation to other rooms, because I'm running around in circles trying to remember the path to certain rooms. And not only has that lost me a lot of time, it's also been very confusing to not be able to quickly find my way through places. The manual even suggests that you keep a map on the paper. See, it wants you to draw. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, we're gonna have to do a second playthrough of this, I'm afraid.